Things are changing very rapidly for XRP. If you've watched the XRP Bitcoin chart a while back, now you know what the price action is doing. It was consistently playing out as a reversal signal. Now it's confirmed. It broke higher, retested, and broke further to the upside. So XRP right now on the dollar terms shows you there should have been a retest and a bounce, and right now you get to see we did retest that and bounce off. So the thought process was shared just a week back, and here we are doing that retest and bounce. But the thought process should be clear. You didn't break that resistance yet. Yes, it is true that you did retest, and that was a quick one. You bounced off immediately, showing buying strength at that support zone. That's good, that's positive. But how can this macro market play out with all the news, with all the narrative which you're watching, without pushing the price of Bitcoin up, without pushing the price of Ether up? But there is a big surprise for us. It is going to be the exact same thing as we described. It's going to be a huge reversal. September, October most likely will be delivering something positive with what we can see in front of our eyes. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where the normal retail guys get to learn how to become the next top 10% of this world. If you wanted to know all of this before it actually happened, then join the Scientific Investor family using the link in the description below. We discussed about all these possibilities. We gave it like this in front of you. Just a week back, we told, yeah, the price is here for sure, but we may come back down, the retest. And we did come down towards 0.44. We wicked to that range. So that was a huge opportunity. But then don't forget the topic we discussed in detail here, right? We went through that. And if you do keep an eye on that macro, XRP bouncing right now does not look like a surprise. Rather, it's kind of playing out a macro algorithm. Maybe that's how they are trying to play this out. But one thing we all should keep in mind is the higher low formation. So yes, that higher low is great, but if you don't put in a higher high, you're not turning into that ultimate bullish mode. The market has to join the party. This asset will not go alone for 90% of the odds. And right now it is showing you the bull flag which we discussed over a long period of time. The breakout is going to be 0.6566 range, where at that point you can go bullish. It's okay. But now you zoom in. You want to see, okay, we bounced off. What are the odds that we're going to come back down? So for that, you need to look at the strength. You can add in different indicators, whichever you like. I'll be putting in the RSI here. And the RSI shows you that the drop in RSI, as you can see in front of me, is tough. Yes, the price came back up to retest this range, but the RSI did not. So there is a micro divergence formation, and the RSI failed to break to the upside. So you got the daily close, which is good, which is positive. Because when you do look at daily chart for XRP, the positive thing here is that you went back above the 21-day moving average on a daily chart, and you're holding on to that 21-day moving average. And it's not only that. You go onto a 3-day chart and you see the same 21-day moving average here is acting as a trend support. Clear? You got a break to the upside. You came back to the retest, and now you're bouncing off. So that is a clear structure showing you the market is turning bullish. So we discussed about this being a wave 1 while we were here. Now it looks like we are in wave 1. So the wave 2 here on the micro leg most likely is going to take you to 1.2 to 1.5. That is going to be a great range to look for. Imagine the price of XRP does this kind of a move. And still that's wave 2 structure starting. So you're going to watch all-time highs soon in this asset. The key advantage for us is easy by looking at the volume. When you do see that the RSI shows you the strength, broke higher, retested, and it's bouncing, what's next? On the weekly, above 70 is ultimately bullish. On the weekly, whenever the RSI enters the positive zone, while the MACD is pushed into that range, you kind of get to see, whoa, that's huge. Now, what's the positive zone for RSI on a weekly for XRP? That's 57. We are now close to 56, say 55.36 to be precise. Now 3.1. So at that point, if the price can push a little bit further, there is a huge change awaiting us. Now we go back to the monthly chart which we discussed. While we got that close a week back, you broke back above the moving average. So now the moving average is being pushed to the upside. It's going to be tilted to the upside. Why does that matter? People kind of forget the fact that now you're above the moving average on the monthly, on the weekly, on the 3-day, on the daily. I mean, that's positive. That's a net positive which you're watching. Now, if you're a guy, someone who likes the momentum, yeah, you're on a Heikin-Ashi, you're saying, whoa, 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 we just turned one long wick to the downside. How can we confirm it's bullish? Yeah, agreed. You're still here, still waiting to see that. But as soon as you go on to a 3-day chart, it's showing you a different thing. Yeah, there was a correction, but immediately you're turning bullish. So you go on a daily to see, okay, how long can this survive? This is the easiest indicator. As long as the daily closes in green, you are bullish, short term and micro on this asset. If that turns red, yeah, fine. You're going to follow Bitcoin and go down. But then Bitcoin in itself is showing you something like this. Inverted hammer. While you were at the top, it showed you hanging man, just the opposite of that. So if you're getting this inverted hammer as a bullish signal here, now you can zoom in, you can use the momentum. As soon as that changes into green, you will see a retracement back to $62,000, $63,000. That should be the first leg up in Bitcoin. If you pull in Ether, it's still the same. You're pushing to the downside. You didn't actually see a huge reversal. Here you are looking to see any kind of reversal. So you pull in a 3-day chart similar to that of XRP, and you're like, no, it's still extending that range. It's going into that wick lows. That means you're not showing a big reversal sign yet. You will have to wait for that, for the entire altcoin market to ride. But as of now, what we are watching is the payments assets trying to push higher. It's not just XRP. You're watching XLM pushing higher. You're watching XDC pushing higher. So all of these assets are slowly trying to come back. In XDC terms, it's just the right now bounce. The first relief rally bounce is trying to come in. So what we would like to see is something which looks like this. Why? On a daily chart, when you plot the XDC, you get the price going lower low while the RSI is going to the other direction. Remember, Bitcoin showed you the exact same thing at this bottom, the divergence, and it went back up. Yeah, maybe it's just to retest your local resistance, but you can expect the price to go higher. At that point, you're not questioning any arguments and narratives. Rather, you're following the price FOMOing in. You don't want to do that. That's exactly why the SI family was given all these saying don't buy that. There is going to be a standard deviation, which if you don't break, you will come back down. And we did come back down. Those who waited to buy it at 0.44, 0.45, they were able to do that rather than buying at 0.65, 0.63 levels. Same thing is about to play out in the whole market. And that's exactly why in the scientific investor family, we break things down for hundreds of crypto assets. If something is pumping, don't just jump and catch it. Watch what it's doing, understand what the market is showing. And if you feel, yeah, it's starting a trend, join the party. So for that, if you need help, use the scientific investor family and join 1,200 plus members and ride this wave with the SI family. So guys, if you received value, smash that like button for me. I appreciate that a lot. I'll meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.